Hello and welcome to firststepsinforex.com. Today is the 27th of March, it's a Sunday and it's the day before the market opens for the new week. We're looking at the pound dollar chart for the daily chart for the pound dollar. So what happened last week? Well, we saw that in the last couple of days, first 2 days of the week, we went up and we hit a turning point at around a round number of 1.6400. That's quite a significant turning point. If we go to the weekly chart, we can see that we've been on an upward trend line. We've bounced off this sort of 16300 line. We'd consolidated between the 1.63 and the 1.6 for obvious reasons. These are nice round numbers, up and down, up and down. Well, last week we managed to break through, but then we came back down again. So that's still an issue there, trying to major resistance around the 1.63 line and major support around the 1.6 line. And these are both pivot areas. As you can see over here, we've bounced off them before, here. So it's been support and resistance on both sides, therefore pivot area, and down here as well. So these are the major lines that we're bouncing between. Now the trend is still up, even though there's a consolidation here. So the question is, are we going to retrace or are we going to consolidate upwards? If I go back to the daily chart, by the end of Friday we had bounced off the support and resistance line at the very large round number 1.6, and we've seen that it's been floating between that, so between these 2 points, 1.63 and 1.60. So chances are it's going to bounce back up again and carry on and maybe go straight back up there again. Okay, so this is what I'm predicting for next week. I think we're going to bounce and carry on going up. Alright, but it's difficult, let's wait until the market opens, the UK, Europe opens tomorrow, Monday, and see what happens. But I suspect that if we're going to go anywhere, we're going to go long. Now, if we don't go long and it drops, then the target really to go short would be below these recent lows here, which is around, once again, the 1.6, say 1.596, anything below that, and we should go short. Next target being down here, which is the last support and resistance area that we identified. And just need to start extending these now as we're going into the future. These are some of the major pivot areas, support and resistance, that we found in the past. Oops. Doesn't go right, did it? Let's just scroll back. Extended a bit, that's fine. So let's extend this one as well. Just double click on it and move it forward. This one. No, I haven't quite got it. Let's try it again. There you go. As you can see, it's a very powerful tool to really just extend these areas into the future, because there's a good chance they're going to be future support resistance points. Okay, so we have come crashing down in the last 3 days and we made some good pips there. It gave me a clue to go short. I was long up here. When we had this one on Wednesday, it's a bearish outside bar, and therefore I went short. As soon as we dropped below the close of the previous day, I went short here, and I carried on down, I got stopped out on the Friday as we bounce back up here. So the same thing again, really. If on Monday we start bouncing up, where do we get in? Well, we've had a clear. What we can do is, if we start going up, you could go down to the 4-hour chart, and you can see the last 4-hour segment on Friday we got an upswing. So what you could do is, if we break above the high of this one, it's of the last 4-hour bar candlestick, then we should go long, and you can put your stop, which will be about 40 pips away and just below the recent lows. That will be a good way to go upwards, but still wait until the UK Europe opens, because that's when the big moves happen. So it's best to wait until we have that. Okay, until we see what happens. But that would be a good way to go in that case. Or if you want to play ultra safe, wait until we go above the high of the end of the day, which will be here, okay, and then we've probably got a clear way up, back up to this area. Alright, but let's just wait and see what happens and make absolutely sure. We have a very strong round number here, which is why it's bounced off it so much and why it's likely to bounce off it again. So my prediction is that we will be going back up this week. Okay, but we can't be 100% sure until it happens. So let's be patient. Okay. There's not much else to say at this stage. So to summarize, go long to be very safe if we go above the high of the previous day on Friday, the higher the Friday's candlestick. We'll go short if we go below the 1.596, below these recent lows here. Okay. If you want to go into the market sooner, go down to the 4-hour chart, and if we go above this point, which is about 1.6, say 1.6050, then we can go long. Okay, we can fine tune it a bit. Alright, so that's about it for now. Let's see what happens tomorrow. If you want to know more about how I trade, then you can go to www.firststepsinforex.com, and there you can register and download a free ebook and free videos to give you the basics of how to start Forex trading. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll update in a few days. Thank you, goodbye.